I always say staying still is the skill, and it's truly a skill that you have to learn. Now, the reason why we stay still is because we preset the movements for the swing in the setup position so that we can create a shallow circular and descending swing, which creates a solid, tight draw. But how you stay still requires multiple experiences. One, your setup position. If you're in this closed setup position, you now preset the movements for the swing. So you don't have to move to create power. You don't have to move to control the club face. In fact, when you stay still, everything works much better and you create a ton of power. But staying still is truly a skill. So beyond just the physicality of holding your body still, it's a mental awareness. One, I'm motivated to stay still because I know I'll hit it better if I stay still. I know I'll hit it farther. So I don't have any desire to shift my weight or become lazy during the swing with the position of my weight. That's the one thing that I'm solidifying the whole time during the swing. And that's what holds the whole swing together. It's the glue. Traditional golf says rhythm, tempo, and timing. That's their glue that holds their swing together. That's difficult, rhythm, tempo, and timing. Here, I have a very finite experience that holds my swing together. If I keep my weight still from a closed setup position, I will hit solid, tight draws over and over again. So that experience is one that motivates me to stay still. But then on top of that, how do I stay still? I've been teaching for 25 years, and I've been staying still for much longer than that. And I've been teaching this system for that entire time. How you stay still is something that will evolve for you every day if you pursue it. Now, pursuing it, that means that every shot that you hit, you have to focus on staying still and nothing else. Not the movements of your hands and arms, not the distance of the shot that you're hitting. Instead, you focus on keeping your weight still, and that alone is a skill to develop in focus. Now, how you do that, like I said, it'll mean more to you every day. You'll grow with it every day. I have a very specific experience when I'm hitting a shot. I attach to the ball. It's me and the ball. That's how I look at the game. It's the only thing that I get to bring onto the course that isn't already there, right? I get to bring my equipment, I get to bring me. So this ball and I attach to it. It's a spatial awareness. It requires athleticism, sure, but it's also much easier to try and stay still than it is to try and move perfectly every time, like the traditional swing asks you to. So if you're going to do anything, put your effort into trying to stay still, and soon enough, you'll climb that mountain and you'll understand how to do it if you pursue it. Pursuing it means that every swing you just tell yourself, okay, I'm going to keep my weight firmly planted on my lead foot, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to not let the pressure change under my lead foot. Now, what that starts to do, it starts to regulate you, right? You can't make a really big backswing anymore. You can't overswing, is what essentially happens. When your weight shifts, you're overswinging. So that will start to temper your swing. But the awareness that I want you to start to develop is how to stay still. One, by focusing on it. Two, by being in a closed setup position with your weight on your lead foot. But then three, attach to the ball. It's you and the ball, right? Attach to it. So when I'm making a swing, I'm not just trying to stay still in this area. I'm staying still relative to my point of reference, which is the ball that I'm about to strike. And so by attaching to the ball, I find that immediately you start to advance to the head of the class of how to stay still. That's truly, I've been doing this and played professional golf for many years. I'm sharing with you what it took, what I had to discover as I was trying to become a better golfer and a better ball striker. So attaching to the ball is where you're going to end up as you keep pursuing stillness. But I don't want to limit you to just attaching to the ball. I attach to my surroundings too. Sometimes I feel like there's puppet strings that are coming down from the sky that are holding me in place. There's all kinds of awarenesses that you'll start to develop on how to stay still if you pursue it. And that simply means that for every swing, all you're going to do is just try and stay still. Now, when I attach to the ball, I'll tell you this, things start to immediately change in how I move the club. I move the club slower when I attach to the ball. If I attach to just trying to stay still in a general area, I find that the club does not perform the same way. The club starts to misbehave. And it's because I really haven't gotten down to the core of stillness. But when I attach to the ball, immediately it regulates my movements. And because I'm already motivated to stay still, because I know it's going to create a solid tight draw with tons of power, then it's kind of like all hands are on deck to do the right thing. So watch me here. All I'm going to do is attach to the ball. So I get in my setup position, and then from there, I'm not thinking about power. I'm not thinking about the length of my swing. I'm attached to the ball. And it's me and the ball, and we're going to stay still together, and then the club's going to strike the ball. Try to attach to the ball. Try to attach to your surroundings and define stillness more and more every day by pursuing it.